page out. It's ArtAlienTV, and this is the UFO page, which is at the bottom of the first menu here. So check out the links in the description and come and check some of these things out, because these are verified photos. They're not just random bits of footage that someone's got off the internet. They're all verified and they can all be tracked, and original links to the original images are provided with all these videos, okay? If you go in the description under each one, you can download the images yourself and see for yourself that they are genuine, okay? I don't do UFOs normally, only when they can be verified or the footage is verified, okay? Because I don't want to fall into the trap that many channels have on YouTube and on other platforms where they show fake footage and then get vilified for it later on, okay? That's not what I do. But here we are. This one is really cool. This one actually has a red line tracking the ball-shaped UFO as it comes round. Now, these aircraft are doing something between 500 and 600 miles an hour, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. That's the general sort of speed they do, the red arrows, when they're doing a display. But that speed will go up and down depending on the manoeuvre they're doing. But at this moment, they're going straight across. I think this was filmed from a helicopter that was kind of following them. And you can see parts of London below there. So we're at about 1,000 feet, something like that, maybe 1,500, maybe a bit less. I don't know exactly. You can see the buildings below. And this thing comes round from the top and then turns and crosses right through the smoke trails coming out of the back of these aircraft, okay? These are called gnats. The aircraft is a gnat. Used for training and display purposes only. Okay, these are not combat aircraft. These are used for training combat aircraft pilots in the RAF. Okay, so that was cool because it shows you the actual line it takes through here. Now, in this clip, this is the same clip without the line, and it starts a bit later, and you can see it go across. Now we've got a close-up. It's a ball shape. Not very big. I would say it's probably only a few feet across, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 4. It's not very large. It's not a balloon. Balloons do not travel at this speed, okay? This thing is going at least as fast as the aircraft are, if not a little bit faster. So it's probably doing around 600 miles an hour or more as it goes past there, okay? And then this one here, got the same footage again. Slightly zoomed out close up there, not quite as close. When you zoom into this object, it gets very blurry. It's traveling fast, but it seems to go right through the actual smoke trails here, which is pretty crazy, right? Now, these aircraft may look as if they're all completely level, but they're all slightly staggered, okay? They're all slightly staggered in a sort of V formation, and the middle aircraft are slightly higher than the ones on the outer side of the formation here, okay? These smoke trails are not completely level. The white ones in the middle seem to be higher up, slightly, okay? But because we have a white object, it tends to disappear when it gets to the white smoke, because the white is masking it slightly. So what I will do, I will get some full HD footage from Sky News, and I'll put it in a minute, towards the end of the video in a minute, and I'll show it half speed and quarter speed as well, and I may even flip it to negative and do things like that with it as well. So I will try and get some higher resolution footage of this, but I'm going to have to trawl through a lot of footage, news footage from Sky or the BBC or whatever, and try and track down that shot we have here, the shot we have here of the object passing through the smoke trails behind the RAF display team. And this was filmed on the 3rd, okay? But this is pretty cool. Now, if this was a balloon, I doubt very much it would have taken that turn, and it would not be travelling that quickly. The Met Police in London do have drones, but they do not travel at this speed. They're low-level drones used for surveillance. like a lot of police forces do have. They don't have anything of this magnitude that can travel that quickly and maneuver like that at that speed. Okay, that is not a police drone. It's possibly a drone, but it doesn't look like one of ours. So what would this thing be doing, interfering with a RAF aircraft display over London during the Jubilee celebrations for the Queen? What would it be doing? Is it filming them? Now, I've often said in the past, I've done quite a few videos about UFOs, about the history of UFOs. And I have studied UFOs for many, many years, as long as I've been studying Mars, since the 1970s. And I've written many articles, I've built many websites about the subject, and had loads of articles published all over the world about UFOs and about Mars, internationally, you know. So the point is this one of ours, or is it something else? And I have suggested before that these things are often seen when there are aircraft displays, not just over London, but over other parts of the UK and around the world. And they're often seen also near power stations, nuclear power stations, nuclear weapons silos and missile sites and things like that as well. It's almost as if they are monitoring, filming or tracking our activities in the sky and on the ground, especially when there's large groups of people or large events happening, okay? Whether it's an earthquake, whether it's a volcano, whether it's a nuclear accident at a nuclear power plant like we had in Japan, or anything like that. They seem to turn up at these large events, okay? Now, why would they do that, do you think? Are they from another planet? Are they from a hidden tech culture on Earth that may be filming or tracking these things? Is there another culture on Earth or an organization on Earth that is years ahead of us, that is tracking these things and monitoring these things and filming them? Perhaps they have a reality TV show being beamed to another planet like the moon or Mars or something like that. Who knows? These are just theories. I'm not saying that's what's happening. Is it possible that they have drones and craft down here that are filming and tracking everything we do? Is that possible? I think it is. Is it true? I don't know. So there we are. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, this is real footage. This is a real object. And it looks like a solid object. And like I said, in a minute I will show you some HD footage from one of the news organisations. I'll try and get some full HD footage and I'll slow it down for you and show it in negative and various other things for you so you can study this a bit more closely. So, answers on the postcard with this one. I mean, this thing's obviously travelling very fast. It's doing around 500 to 600 miles an hour, and it speeds up at this point here, or it seems to speed up, so it may be going faster than the actual aircraft here. It kind of swings round. So, very interesting stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please give the thumbs up and leave a comment if you can. Let me know your thoughts on this. It's not a balloon. It's not a weather balloon. It's not a police train. Police trains don't travel this fast. So what is it?